Welcome, everyone. I'm Bernard Crespi from DataTel, and I'm glad to have you with us today. In this session, I'll walk you through a real-world insurance use case where a forward-thinking organization modernized its phone payment systems across multiple lines of business. So by combining the Authorized.net payment gateway with DataTel's crypto IVR payments, they created a seamless single point of contact for customers and delivered an automated payment experience that dramatically reduces payment complexity for customers and staff alike. It's a clear example of how smart automation can enhance security, streamline operations, and create a better experience for both the customer and internal teams. So let's dive in. The insurer had a typical structure. One main toll-free number for all customer calls, but payments had to be separated by line of business because each line of business uses its own authorized.net merchant account. So agents had to identify the policy type when the call came in, route the call correctly, and make sure they use the right payment gateway account for that particular customer and policy. So this slowed down calls with customers. It increased PCI scope exposure because staff handled the card data and the numbers and the expiry date and the CVV directly. And it created a lot of preventable mistakes. Now, the manual steps had real operational consequences. Calls took longer than they should have. Customers felt like they were being transferred through a maze of several departments, and sometimes payments were posted to the wrong merchant account, and accounting had to go back, fix it after the fact. And because staff were touching sensitive card data, the call center fell under a larger PCI scope requirements. So this created more audits, more controls, and more costs for the organization. So the insurer knew they needed a different model. The goal was simple: keep their single number, phone number for all customers to call into, automate everything related to the payment experience, no more agents selecting merchant accounts, no more staff exposure to credit card numbers. They wanted a clean, consistent, secure payment experience for all policyholders. Now, this is where crypto IVR becomes powerful. The system authenticates the callers using their policy number and second identifier. Crypto IVR checks the policy profile and determines the line of business. Then it automatically selects the correct authorized.net gateway account from the company's configuration. The caller enters their payment information using a secure keypad entry from their phone. No staff, no data exposure, no errors. The caller experience feels simple. But behind the scenes, crypto IVR is doing a lot of the work. The caller enters the system, the caller identify is checked, the system retrieves the policy type, it selects the associated merchant account and credentials, and the payment is processed in seconds seamlessly. So the insurer saw improvements right away. Call handling time dropped by more than half because agents no longer needed to process the payment. Routing errors disappeared because crypto IVR makes the decisions automatically based on data. The call center's PCI scope dropped significantly since no one was touching the card data, and customers reported a smoother, faster experience. So this approach is perfect fit for insurance companies. Most insurers have several business units and use different merchant accounts. Crypto IVR handles this complexity while giving customers one consistent entry point. If the insurer adds a new line of business, Crypto IVR can attach another authorized.net merchant account without changing anything for the callers. It is flexible, scalable, and designed for industries with multiple internal divisions and business units. The lesson is clear. Automation is not just about speed, it's about reducing risk, protecting staff, and giving customers a reliable experience. So Crypto IVR brings the automation layer, and Authorized.net brings the flexibility and powerful payment processing. So together they create a very clean and modern payment environment for insurers of all sizes. So, for anyone who wants to understand the phone payment flow in more detail, please give our team a call. If you want to explore how this fits your business, we're happy to walk you through it with you. So, again, this is Bernard Crespi signing off. Thank you so much for joining this case study presentation. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon.